Hi, welcome to Jen's Daily Dish, where I bake things on camera for the very first time so you can bake along with me and learn from my mistakes. Today we're making a sourdough pasta. I know what you're thinking, sourdough, please, that was such a COVID thing. Yeah, but I'm betting you still have your sourdough starter somewhere. On the counter, maybe? In the refrigerator? Whatever the case is, that discard, that pour off that you do all the time before you feed it, well, we're gonna use that in this pasta recipe so it gets put to good use and you get to eat something delicious along the way. So the question is, will the sourdough discard affect the flavor of the pasta? I don't know. Let's find out together. Sourdough pasta, don't forget in the refrigerator, that's where you last left it. Sourdough pasta, you think that you surely might quit, but this recipe will be a hit. Sourdough pasta, sourdough. Let's do this. I have made pasta before. I've made it by hand. I have made it with my stand mixer. You could do either one of those. Today I'm making it with a food processor just to show you how flexible pasta recipes are and how quickly they can be made. Double O flour, semolina, that sourdough discard. You can see some of the bubbles in there. Eggs. Pulse until it makes a dry, crumbly mixture. Olive oil, salt, pulse to incorporate. We're going to drizzle in some of the water while the food processor is running. You're looking for the dough to come together and form clumps. The dough itself, you should be able to squeeze it together, should be able to stand up. So that means it's formed its clumps and it's going to hold together. Transfer to your countertop or some plastic wrap. Knead it into a ball by hand here, just slightly. I'm not really going to knead it too much and more. So forming it into this sphere or ball, making sure that everything is fully incorporated. Your dough ball should be smooth and supple. If it's not, add just a drop or two of water, knead a little bit more, and then we're going to wrap it in the plastic wrap and let it rest for anywhere from 30 minutes to a full hour. Lightly flour your surface. Okay, get your pasta dough. Break it into about 4 pieces. Could be more than that, could be less. Cover with your plastic wrap. Now we're going to go ahead and roll this out. See how it's pulling away from me? That is the gluten. If you need to let yours rest for a bit, that's fine. I'm going to keep going because it will eventually give in. It's getting pretty thin. Now make a decision of what you want to do. Do you want to make a ravioli, a tortellini, or are you going to make a fettuccine or a wider type pasta? I'm going to make a fettuccine, so I'm going to make sure that it's pretty thin. And I can see the countertop sort of kind of shining through it a little bit. So now what we're going to do is fold it over like this. This is where I'm going to start breaking it into pieces here, small pieces. All right, let's see what these look like. Let's take this piece. See here we have our piece of fettuccine. So we're going to get it all together, make sure that it is well floured again so it doesn't stick to itself. Go ahead and move it onto your plate because we're going to cook it pretty much immediately. Boil your water, make it heavily salted, and then add in your pasta a little bit at a time. This will only need about 2 minutes. Take your pasta out. You could drain it in the sink, or you could do it this way. Drizzle with some olive oil. Grate some fresh Parmesan on top. Sprinkle with a little bit of parsley. Look at this great looking, easy to make sourdough pasta. Because this was made by hand and not by a pasta making machine, the noodles may be a little bit different in thickness across the entire noodle, but that's okay, because you know what? It is handmade, and that will make it even more special. And you can make it into whatever shape you like. So let's give it a try. Okay, that looks great. Let's give it a taste. That is a great tasting pasta noodle. First off, that double O flour and the semolina add a little bit more richness, thickness, nuttiness, chewiness to it, which is great and just what you want in a pasta. As for that sourdough added in, it adds a little bit of tang, but I'm not sure you would notice it if you didn't tell someone. So this is the perfect way to use your sourdough discard. So don't forget about your sourdough, because you can make it into pasta. Yum. If I can make a sourdough pasta for the very first time with you watching me every step of the way, you can too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check me out on Instagram for so much more. And keep sharing with your family and friends. Hi. Welcome to Jen's Daily Dish, where I bake things on camera with my cat watching me the entire time for the very first time, and so that you can learn from my mistakes and bake along with me.